secure. UN has Alpha.
The enemy has a drone package. I have identified an enemy UAV and your seal secure. UAV ready.
What's up guys, Champ here bringing another Infinite Warfare gameplay. Today what I got for you guys is 2 gameplays on the map Breakout. Throughout this gameplay I'm going to be going over just my strategy of how I get a high KD in this map specifically. Just little tips and the tricks and a couple of spots that I go to that really help me get a high KD while playing this map. You'll notice right there, right off the bat, I take the flank route. I always kind of take either the left side or the right side. It really doesn't matter. You'll see throughout this whole entire gameplay that I will use both. But what I do is I stay away from the middle for the most part. There is some types of timing when you could use the middle. But right off the bat, when you don't have a UAV and you have no clue where the enemy is, that's not the time to use the middle right there. That's when you kind of want to stick to the perimeter, get your kills, get your UAV, get a little map control. And then you guys can kind of just space out throughout the map. And if you know where your teammates are, then you know where the other team isn't. So that's why the UAV is so crucial. So what I like to do is I go to that first spot and then I'll move into their building right here. Most of the time in hardcore, when you kill them from this building, they won't even know where you're killing them from. So you can get a couple kills up here before you really have to move from this spot. So I recommend get a couple kills, like 2, 3. Wait until you notice that the other team is obviously onto you. Like right now, they're obviously onto me. I just killed like 3, 4 people there. And those guys definitely seen me when I killed them, so it's time to get out of there. So what I do is I move around the map. I know they should be spawning around here. This is domination. This is the flag they have, which is not always the case in Infinite Warfare, but you know, you got to go with that theory for the most part when you don't have a UAV. When you have a UAV, you know, you got a little more knowledge. So I'm just going to kind of patrol this area now. I'm already in their spawn, so there's no reason for me to start running through the middle of the map back and forth. Say my guy ends up taking that base, then I'll have to go to the other spawn and we'll have to flip, because then the spawns are definitely flipped. But right now I'm not exactly sure if they flip, so I'm just kind of hanging out around here. I heard this guy over here, so I'm going to press up. I started to notice that my teammates were around me, so I figured the spawn had to have flipped by now. I started to press up, but I always press up the perimeter just to check it out, and then I noticed that they're taking this flag again. So if they're taking this flag, good chances are their whole team's over here, not just 1 or 2. So I'm going to roll back over to their spawn, take out another couple people. My streaks are going off in this game, and they did end up taking a couple of my kills. So I don't know how big of a kill this streak this is right here, but it is a good gun streak. I'm talking about I get very close to the DE-ATOMIZER in this gameplay. And you'll see what happens. It comes up pretty quick because it's not that long of a gameplay. This is towards the end of the game right here. But there it is again. The air support just going off for me. The warden goes off. You always want to have the warden on when you're playing, trying to get these high kill gameplays, because that's going to get you a bunch of kills. And if you're going for a high KD, yes, it's about not dying, of course, but you also want to have a lot of free kills, and the warden's just going to get you a lot of free kills. And if you're staying alive for so long, you might as well have a high score streak on, that you get the reward for staying alive for so long. And the warden will reward with like 5, possibly 10 kills sometimes. It all depends on the other team, what they're doing. So you see what I'm doing again. I'm pressing up, but I stayed outside edges of the perimeter, and I pressed up kind of quietly and just smooth. I'm gonna go through this window. That's always chancing it, going through the window. I got lucky right there, and I was able to kill that guy while I was mantling the window. Sometimes that gets you killed. That's just bad timing though. So now that I'm on this side, the best thing to do is to jump into their building over here, and I'm going to hold down this building for a little bit, try to get that last 5 kills. I'm on a 20 gun streak right here. I'm only 5 away from the DE-ATOMIZER. I jumped out and popped my kinetic armor right there, which did save my life. And my teammate's actually in the Thor right now, so he took out all those people. I wish I jumped out and went the other way towards that building, but I did notice there was a guy the other way. I would have got more kills if I went the other way. But either way, I survived, which is the most important part, so I get to continue on my streak right here. Now I'm just kind of rushing. I don't advise going through the middle right here. There's just not much time left, and I'm trying to get this DE-ATOMIZER. It's 3 kills away from the DE-ATOMIZER. And right in their spawn, they're all about to pop out, but the game ended right there. So that was a nice, just like 22 kill gun streak, big kill streak game right there. But I'm going to do the same thing in this one, but I should go over a couple of different spots in this, because this time it was all about this side of the map, pretty much me kind of hanging out over here. Now this is going to be a complete gameplay where I put all these like little tips together, just kind of played it really smooth, ran through this map and just played it the way you're supposed to play. See how I'm sticking to the edges still, I'm flanking. This is the opening route right here that I took all the way into their spawn. Now that I made it all the way into their spawn, look, I get one free kill right here. Usually you'll get like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 free kills. You might have someone sitting in this window right here you'll kill. But I didn't get all that. So I'm going to go back over. I know they're going to spawn either in that building and to the left, or they're going to spawn and come out this little stairway right here. These are all easy kills from this room though. The only thing you don't want to do is pop out when they expect you. You just want to keep picking them off one by one until they really notice, like in the other side, until they notice that you're here. Right now they don't notice I'm here, but they're probably starting to get the idea that I'm here. So you don't really want to stay here forever. My teammate's here. He's probably making my spot a little more hot too, because I have ghost on. You never know if your teammates have ghost on or silencers on. So when they're around you, you just gotta assume the other team knows where you are in this game, which is why I tend to try to get away from my teammates all the time. That seems to help me go on long gun streaks in this game. Just kind of missed my shots right there. Sometimes that's the benefit of jumping around in this game. When you're jumping around a lot, people tend to miss you, which is very helpful, especially here in hardcore, because it only takes a couple bullets to kill you. So I'm just kind of holding down this room. I'm going to get my streaks. My streaks that I'm running in this game are UAV, the Vulture, and the Advanced UAV, because I think I was trying to go on long gun streaks in this game, which is why I'm playing a little campier, but I am in their spawn, so to run around right now would kind of not benefit me, because where am I going to run to? I'm already where I need to be. I'm right around all the action. All their guys are spawning around me, so I'm getting easy kills, and I have the advantage on most of the gunfights that I'm fighting. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to camp a little bit until they really start to realize I'm in here. For both these games, you guys probably notice I'm running the NV4, and I'm running my normal class setup, which is the NV4 with a stock, quick draw, extended mags, and silencer. Then I run the ELO sight with the little triangle right there. For perks, I run Ghost and I run Hardline. Sometimes I run Dead Silence instead of Hardline, but this game I got Hardline on. And I'm just kind of running through this map, playing careful, staying in this building right now. I know they're on to me, but there's also a challenge with leaving this building. And when I got the Advanced UAV, I feel like I stay in this building no problem anyways, because I know where everybody's coming from. Even though sometimes the Advanced UAV throws me off because it only blinks in this game, not like the Hater did in Black Ops 3 where you knew exactly where everybody was. And I kind of wish people started to approach me a little more like this guy just did, because I was hoping to get those easy kills where they just kind of try to charge in at me. Surprisingly, no one really did that in this game. But I am doing a good job of just kind of holding down this room. I noticed that they're all in front of me right there, or they were. Somehow they disappeared. And there it goes. The Advanced UAV, I mean, it's very good when you have it, but it just doesn't last that long in this game. And right now, I'm almost on a 20 gun streak, so I am getting pretty close to that DE-ATOMIZER strike. And this is only my first life of the game right here. I'm going to actually go on a very nice another couple, 1 or 2 more kill streaks in this game, and I'm end up finishing this game with a very high KD, and it's going to be a very good game by the end of it. They were definitely catching on to me in that building, so I did have to get out of there. Now I had no UAV too for a second, so I had to wait until the UAV came back up to really figure out what was going on. So I am playing a little campy in this game, which I always tend to do towards the end of my DE-ATOMIZER strikes, just to try to get them. Just, you know, if you don't camp it out and you just start running out in the middle of everywhere on a 20 gun streak, you're never going to get a DE-ATOMIZER strike. So I tend to play a little more careful. Sometimes it could hurt me, sometimes it helps me. Right here, I don't know how I missed my shots right there. That was kind of ridiculous. It's just like I just shot a little bit over his shoulder. Had I not missed those shots, I'd probably had the DE-ATOMIZER strike in this game, considering I had so much time left in the game. That was another reason why I was playing pretty slow. It's just because I had so much time left. But this is the same game right here, and I'm going to continue to go on and go on ahead on another gun streak and just destroy these guys a little bit more. So I end up finishing that half 25-3 with a little over at 8 KD. It's a very high KD. I'm going to do a little bit better in this half as I just kind of continue to do the same thing, but I'm going to this side now. I'm going to take the flank route, And I'm just going to kind of take it a little bit slow because I noticed that I just had to shoot somebody right there. So there's a good chance that someone knows where I'm at. I see this guy right here. I'm just going to kind of peek out. Use advantages, like right there I had the rocks, so take those advantages and use them. Don't jump up and put your whole body exposed, just jump up a little bit and kill him, and he'll have a lot tougher time trying to kill you. Right now I'm going to position myself over here. I kind of already abused the buildings, they know exactly where I was going to be if I went to the building. I might press in there in a little bit once they figure out where I'm at in this spot, but this is another good spot when you know they're all spawning over here. A lot of times they like to run into that door over there, and they don't really like to come up the left side at all. So you just kind of keep taking them off over here, taking them out from this position, hit them when they go into the door, and then hit them when they try to creep up behind you, and you'll get a lot of free kills here. Just keep doing that until they figure out where you're at. This is a key position right here. Just like the steps are kind of a key position on the other side in this map, you could really see a lot of area. Another thing you can do, but it exposes you to too many sides, is you can go up on that tank and you can kind of take them out as they run by right there. But I like it right here. I just feel a little safer when I'm in this position. I could have took out another guy right there, but I reloaded at the wrong time. But it happens. But the important thing is to watch your back, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get high KD, and we're trying to get easier kills where you have like the gunfight advantage by far. And right here you definitely have the advantage, and you have most of your back is covered for most of the time while you're trying to have these gunfights. About to pick up my advanced UAV again, and then I'll know a little bit more of where everybody's at. Right now I'm kind of exposing myself, but like I said, people don't come from this side that often. Now that they're on to me, it's the only reason why they started to come from that side a little bit. So that means it's pretty much time to get out of here. But I do have the advanced UAV on, so having the advanced UAV on, I have a lot more confidence being here, so I know exactly when they're creeping up on me. Right there, I tried to figure the guy would have his back to me, but he didn't, and he was just kind of, I don't know what that was about. Sometimes people do that a lot in this game. Instead of running out from their spawn, they like run out and then turn around and look back into their spawn. Or maybe he just really wanted to get me because I've been killing his team for a while. I had kind of overused my welcome there. I should have got out of that spot a lot earlier, like I was saying. Like once they catch on to where you're at, you do want to get out of the spot. It's like you want to go kind of camp in a spot, move, camp in another spot, move, camp in another spot. But stay on the flanks. And one of the most important things is try not to get caught in a sprint. Right there I just made great use out of my kinetic armor and just took out like 4 people. And I immediately went up into the strong spot again. Right now they don't know I'm up here. One little thing I've been running into is I put these vultures up, and I think it kind of gives away my position sometimes. So I might not want to put the vulture on as much anymore, but it gets so many freaking kills that it kind of makes me want to put it on anyways. So it's a tough choice right there. If they don't have any UAV in hardcore, then they won't know about the vulture, so it won't be a problem. But if they do have UAV on, then it could be a problem. They'll know exactly where I am. And if they know I'm going on a long gun streak, people try to make it their mission to take you out. So if I had to go over the most important things I said, I mean, I know I just give basic tips on this map, but I also kind of show you some gameplays that go along with it, and you can kind of use what I do. The way I go around the map is definitely a key way of trying to stay alive and getting high KDs. Because you still want to put yourself into the middle of the map, because you got to get kills. You can't just get no kills while doing this, but you want to do it strategically, so you got to make it there in a strategic way. And then you got to play strategic while you're there, so you also got to pop in and out. So I would say the most important thing is go from the flank and then try to work your way into those buildings. Once you're in those buildings, kill a couple people and then work your way around out to the outer perimeter, kind of like how I did right over there to that outside area, or find your own little spots that just work out really well so you have your back covered. Always use the UAV because you want to know where people are. So if you're trying to go on these high kill gameplays, always use the UAV. Use the Warden because the Warden gets you a lot of kills. And just kind of play smart. Use Ghost always and use the Silencer. There's the score, 52-5, a little over a 10 KD. Hope you guys like what you saw. If you did, hit the like button. This has been Champ at Champ Gaming. Come see me.